Sanibonani lapho emakhaya and welcome to Bona Retsang. That is correct. This is the only youth news show dedicated to you, the youth of Mzansi. Unfortunately, PK is feeling a little bit under the weather today, but luckily I am joined by the beautiful Asanda, who will be my partner in crime as we give you guys all the news that is affecting you and your communities.
That's right, Zach. Sanibonani nonke apha emakhaya. And as you guys know, we love hearing from you. So make sure that you drop us a post on our Facebook page or tweet us by following @Bona Retsang for detailed information on the show and the presenters. Or you can check out our website and get some updated information.
Now that you guys have the details on how to get a hold of us, let's check out what we have in store on today's show.
First up, we take a look at the influence that China has on South Africa.
Then we take a look at a new breakthrough in the treatment of HIV.
On Bona Vibes, we go behind the scenes on the new Mikasa music video.
Then Bugaman Boba wraps up this week's news in his own special little way.
We have that and a lot more lined up for you guys, so stick with us until the end. But for now, it's time for us to check out our big buzz.
Yes, Asanda, and today Mtoba, our BR journalist, takes a look at how China has a huge influence right here in South Africa.
Almost every young person in South Africa knows something about Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee and Jet Li. This is because of action movies from China that have become viral in South Africa mainly because of karate. But what else do we know about China?
I just know chopsticks about China, nothing more.
I know that the technology there is quite advanced.
15 young South Africans have been sent to China by the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Thokozile Xasa, to go study business skills. The business skills will be based around the jewelry design industry and will be done at a Beijing-based company called SA Valstar Diamond. Chinese influence in South Africa is seen everywhere, from Chinatowns in South Africa's big cities to China shops in almost every town in South Africa.
Most of the things that we are using currently are from China.
It has helped those who are poor to afford, those Hong Kong things.
And the technology that we mostly use in Bopilo is from China.
China is now being regarded as the second largest economy in the world, meaning that it produces and distributes more product than every other country in the world besides the United States of America. Despite this, many question the ways in which China achieves their goals and the quality of the products that they produce. The young students are a third group of people to be sent to China for training.
Honestly, I don't think that I would go to study China because I don't think that I'll survive the environment there in China. Like, for instance, the food they eat.
I will definitely go and study at China if given any opportunity. I don't know if this flexibility of theirs, there's any school to be flexi. If there is, I will definitely want to be flexi like Chinese.
I would definitely go to study in China because I want to study electrical engineering and the technology quite there is advanced and it would make things much easier for me too.
Now this might mean that instead of us going to America or Europe to sharpen our skills like we have been accustomed to, we might just lean to at least learn the Chinese language of Mandarin so that if it ever happens that one day we go there, we are able to communicate. Mtoba Chapi, Bona Retsang.
You know, Zach, now that MC has pointed it out, South Africa and a lot of other countries are influenced by China. Maybe it is actually a good move for us to send our youth to China to improve our business opportunities in our country.
Okay, moving on. Next in our lineup is World What's Up, and today we take a deeper look at homosexuality and religion.
Ideally, countries with good constitutions either have or are working on legalizing same-sex marriages. Gays and lesbians in certain countries can marry, but not in a church. The Catholic Church has over 1 billion followers and has appointed a new pope. Homosexual Catholics around the world are hoping that he can influence the church to change its stance on the ban of same-sex marriages.
Firstly, the Bible does not allow gay marriages and whatnot, but then remember what they said about judgment, about judging. Priests and other people, they shouldn't judge us. So if you want to get married in churches, then why not?
Only 11 countries worldwide have legalized same-sex marriages. all of those countries do not recognize same-sex marriages in the Catholic Church. Over 80% of the population in South America, where Pope Francis comes from, is Catholic. His home nation, Argentina, is the only one that has legalized same-sex marriages in South America.
A ke dumele di homosexual di nyalane ko kerekeng hobane ha se ntwe lokileng re ntse ditse hore monna a nyalane le mosadi o mongwe.
I don't think homosexuals should be allowed to marry at church because as a Christian, I believe that God created man and a woman to avoid that.
I don't think homosexuals should be allowed at churches because it is against God's will. Because God created men and females so that they may inbreed, not men and men to inbreed. They can't inbreed when they come on.
Convincing the Catholic Church that put Galileo Galilei under house arrest for proving that the earth revolves around the sun and not the other way around would be a mountain to climb for Pope Francis. Toba Chapi, Bona Retsang.
As you guys know, we always speak out against discrimination and how important it is to treat each other equally. So this is a really, really good place to start. Asanda, what is next up in the lineup?
Next up, Zach, we're going to be looking at our news recap, where we take a look at the news that have been making waves this past week. Gino, our BR action man, usphathele zonda.
From the beginning of April, patients who are HIV positive will be able to take one pill once a day instead of taking 3 pills twice a day to try combat the HIV.
The pill combines 3 antiretroviral drugs needed to keep HIV in check and avoid patients developing drug resistance into a pill that only needs to be taken once a day. Pregnant women and new patients will be first in line to receive the fixed-dose combination pill, or FDC pill, according to Health Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi. Patients already on antiretroviral treatment will need to check with their doctors first before changing over.
The South African Sports Confederation Olympic Committee has taken a turn toward the stingy when they told national swimmers that they will not be funding them as they head to the FINA World Championships in Barcelona, Spain in June.
In his defense, the SASCOC president said that all the athletes who won medals or reached the finals during the Olympics last year are still under SASCOC's Operation Excellence Plan and would be well looked after. However, with Chad Leclerc winning 2 of the 3 medals brought back from swimming last year and Cameron van der Burg having the last one, it still means that the rest of the squad is still pretty much left to fend for themselves.
The Department of Road and Transport says that they were expecting less road deaths over the Easter holidays this year.
From 2011 to 2012, the death toll went down from 300 lives lost to about 181. They are hoping that there should be far less from the past long weekend. The department has warned pedestrians to stop jaywalking, saying it is a criminal offense. According to the department, 46%, almost half of the people involved in road accidents, are pedestrians.
So the next time you cross the road, remember to use the zebra crossing and always look left, look right, look left again. This is Gino Shedile reporting for BR.
Thank you so much, Gino. It is really good to know that people who are HIV positive can now just pop one pill and that can help them control their disease.
That is so true, Zach, but for now, it's time for us to find out who got the thumbs up or thumbs down in this past week's news. Let's go check out Ayoba Exchange.
It's time for this week's Ayoba Exchange. A big thumbs down has to go to Democratic Alliance leader Helen Zille, who recently had an Alexandra Township experience when she was bitten on her toe by a rat while walking to a gate to get her daily newspaper. Ish, Helen, even rodents want a piece of you. We do suggest that next time you consider wearing shoes. You never know who or what else might be out to get you. A double thumbs down goes to Justin Bieber for turning up late for his Believe tour in London and then being refused entry into a club because he and his entourage all smelled of weed. Little boy Bieber, just a reminder that getting older doesn't mean you now have the power to do whatever you want. This week's thumbs up has to go to golden voice Adele, who will officially be walking down the aisle to marry her fiancé, Simon Konecki. But unfortunately, they're planning on having a super private wedding, so paparazzi should forget trying to get a shot of the star in her white gown. To all the ladies, now you know. Once you get heartbroken and sing sad songs, your Prince Charming automatically rocks up on a white horse with bling in a box. That's it for this week's Ayoba Exchange. Peace.
Mastembe Godzilla's foot has healed by now and there is no risk of rabies.
Yeah, no, for sure, Sanda. But now, guys, let's head over to a quick ad break. When we return, we find hope within poverty in Stramto, and Ringanati debates the merits of twerking. See you right after this.
Hey, good people, you back on Bona Retsang. It's time now for us to head over to this week's Stramto. Each week, we will be taking a closer look at your human rights, and today is no different.
That's right, and today we check out a clip sent in from Rhodes University as they take a look at how one of the young Grahamstown upstarts finds hope in the depressing reality of poverty.
I was born without money, but I can be sweet like honey. I may be poor by condition, but I am rich by ambition.
Lack of enough income, lack of adequate resources to live by the community standards. That's poverty. You see, children are the future, but children who come from these low-income families often enter school with less preparation and less developed language skills than other children do. And poverty makes people have a set of customs, values, attitudes that are part of the culture of poverty. And this culture tends to view educational and economic achievement as a product mostly of luck rather than hard work. They say education is the key and the way out of poverty. But young people quit school. They do drugs, they do crime, girls become pregnant, and some are actually sold for sex for them to put food on the table. You see, like, they lose hope. Like, what's the use of coming to school when you can't afford the school fees? What's the use of coming to school when the other children have lunch during break time and you don't? What's the use of coming to school when you can't afford the uniform, the stationery, and even a school bag? So a lot of young people lose hope and go for all those bad habits, all because of poverty. But I want to tell all young people out there that there is hope. Like, there is much on the school rather than the buildings you see. There is a lot that you can achieve just by coming to school. But actually, it's not just about coming to school, but educational and economical achievements come through hard work.
I was born without money, but I can be sweet like honey. I'd walk down the aisle looking to the future with bright eyes while I see to it that life is worthwhile. I may be poor by condition, but I am rich by ambition. The sky will be the limit and I will be it. For education will make me see to it that I can make it.
Now, Zach, that piece was definitely inspirational, and it reminds us that we can find hope despite the challenges we face every day.
Well said, Asanda, but it is now time for Be Media Wise, where you guys get the chance to send us a video on an issue affecting yourself or perhaps your community. Today's clip takes a look at a topic that has been debated in schools for generations. Who has it worse at school, the teachers or the students? Let's go and have a look.
Hello and good morning. Today I want to tell you about what I think. Today I would like to tell you about what is easier, being a teacher or being a student. There are many people that would say that being a teacher is just child's play. And there are many students that would say that being a teacher is much easier. There are two ways to look at this. Firstly, a student has to study all subjects, whereas a teacher teaches only one. Secondly, teachers have the most holidays, and this is why we see that teachers have it way easier. From the teacher's point of view, we see that students, although they have no worries, they can focus straight on their studies and we can make it have a very easy life. That's why we are going to test today to interview 3 people and see what they have to say. Follow me. Sir, could you please enlighten us with your opinion?
Well, being a student is easier in many ways. In the first place, whatever you do is affects you only. So it is only your own responsibility. But when you become a teacher, when you take responsibility of getting other people on your shoulders, then actually I find it very difficult.
What do you think is easier, being a teacher or a student? Teacher. Why do you say being a teacher?
Because teachers have free periods through the day and students work out.
We as teachers think students have it easier because we're standing in front of class with a lot of background work that goes into our lesson. So then we think you guys have it easier. But in the same sense, I think we have it easier as well because we don't get tested on our knowledge.
When it comes down to my opinion, I personally think that I'll have to agree with Ms. Katusha that both parties have it easier. It depends on how much a student learns and how much the teacher teaches. Because if students study very hard, it could be very difficult for them. However, if the teacher is dedicated 100% to teaching the students and having that responsibility, the teacher would have a harder job. So thank you for joining me on this journey on about whether a teacher or student's job is easier.
Thank you so much for that clip. Do remember to send through your clips to our WhatsApp number or BBM pin. If they're longer than 2 minutes, you need to email them to the address that should be appearing on your screen now.
Ringanati is up next, and today we hear about a new trend that has got Mzansi twerking.
So ladies, there's this new culture about the twerk girls. So how do you feel about the girls who twerk or twerking as a culture? Nje?
It's disrespectful for women, and I think it's just so not on.
It's actually something that every girl thinks it's an easy way of actually reaching towards fame. It's actually another way of actually disrespecting your body. That's what I think about twerking.
I don't think there's anything wrong with twerking. I mean, if you can do it, then why not? People who hate it are people who can't do it.
I think it's good. I've got nothing against it.
I just think it's expressing the beauty of African booty.
If you're a man and you're looking for a wife, will you take a wife like that?
Honestly, no. But there are different ways of finding a wife.
But you should also consider that it's something that also has an impact on like your future. What you do actually defines who you are.
I just love twerkers. I don't want to lie.
I'm against twerking, and it's for I will be against it for the rest of my life because I will never do it. I don't have bumps. I don't have those delicious, but I know I'm sexy, and I know I'm sexy.
I can definitely spot some similarities with our traditional dances here.
Remember guys, last week's poll question was, do you think it's a good idea that the ANC gets new youth league leaders? Well, 50% of you guys said yes, and the other 50% said no. Seems like the jury is still out on this one.
This week's poll question goes like this. Would you go and study in China if you were given the chance to? Send us your opinion on our Facebook page and we'll see what you guys think about this issue. Let's take a break. When we return, we go behind the scenes for the latest Mikasa video, and Bogoman Boba gives us his take on this week's news.
Welcome back to Bona Retsang. Do not forget to interact with us on our Facebook page by clicking the like button, or you can always drop us a tweet at Bona Retsang.
Now, a few weeks back, we got up close and personal with Mikasa. They love Bona Retsang so much that they invited us to join them behind the scenes while they were shooting their latest video. Zach, my main man, was there to make sure that you don't miss out on the action.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Zach Attack, and I'm here at the behind the scenes shoot for the new Mikasa video. What's the name of this video?
It's gonna be called All the Glory, from one of our songs, All the Glory.
So what's the theme of the video? What are you trying to say?
We're trying to say, in short, like let's be one, let's unite, do the right thing all together, you know.
So what are you guys doing in the video at the moment? What is your role in the video?
We're the hippie girls, and we had to run after the bus because we're the crazy bunch and we bring the vibe, basically.
So we're partners in crime, the two of us, Tate and I are the hippies. There's all sorts of different cultures on the bus. The idea of the video is to get all the different cultures and faiths together.
Are you guys Mikasa fans?
Definitely.
Big time.
Big time. I'm a fan myself, so maybe we should sit down and listen to some tracks together.
We're not actually tired. He's tired, but everything is going according. I think everyone is here now except the ZCC guys. Yeah, we're still gonna pick up some ZCC guys. From there, this is Osham Kuku one way, baba.
I'm feeling fresh top of the morning, searching for glory.
My name is Rox Jubile. I'm from Soweto, Ezola. I'm here to shoot the video with Mikasa. What an experience! First time doing this with different kinds of religion, different kind of people. We all feeling in one vibe, one spirit, one love, one destiny.
Alright, so we always see Jay something dancing in the videos. I want to ask you, Mo, when is it your time to shine, my friend?
You know what?
Break it down, break it down. Let us at least see that you can dance. Come on.
We all met, we were just talking, and we were like, so, what are you and what are you? And I was like, no, I'm Indian, but I'm Christian. And we were like, no, nobody's actually what they would be categorized as being. And I was like, that's so awesome because that's who we are. In South Africa, we're allowed to be exactly who we are inside.
We all actually have the same problems and the same issues, and we can all deal with it together. And a music video is I felt that this music video is a great way of expressing that we can also have fun, not just deal with the issues.
Wow, Zach, you look like you were having way too much fun there. Now, that's what I call some behind-the-scenes action.
True that. You guys know what it is, but unfortunately, it is time for us to love and leave you as we hand you over to our main man, Boogerman Boba.
Hello and welcome to Bona Retsang. It's your boy Boogerman to the B. Yes, Boogerman Boba, and I'm going to give you a wrap-up of the week's news. First up, Cape Town residents are complaining about rats terrorizing the community. I mean, they're saying, "Nah, but I should see these rats. These rats are like this big. Their eyes are massive. Their eyes pop out like cars' headlights. I mean, they open the peanut butter, they get inside the peanut butter, and they eat the whole peanut butter. Do you know how hard it is to finish a whole jar of peanut butter?" I mean, I sympathize with the residents of Cape Town. I mean, who wants to be terrorized by rats? I'm just glad that the DA is not blaming this on the ANC, because we all know that Cape Town is a DA-run city. I mean, the DA could say something like, "We know that these rats were sent by the ANC." I mean, I heard them sing Mshini Wam. Next up, a Joburg police officer was arrested for shooting his girlfriend. The judge said, no, Baba. You have no excuse. I mean, you've got 2 healthy legs. You must go to jail. All right, now moving on to some international news. Chris Brown has said that he wants to take things a little bit slower in his relationship with Rihanna. I mean, I guess this gives him a lot more time to work on that uppercut, because he's gonna take her down. He's gonna... Never mind, that's silly. All right, now moving on to some more serious news. An investigation is underway by the National Heritage Council to bring back a 240-year-old Khoisan chief from Australia. Yes, they are bringing him back home. But I'm wondering, what was this guy doing in Australia? He must have been really angry. He must have said, which directly means I am moving to Australia. All right, that's it from us here at Bona Retsang. See you next week, same time, same place. You know how we do it. Hello, Black.